Biocon, the sales have come in at 825 crore rupees, up 15%. Profits at 126 crores, up 23%. That is the management. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw readying herself to speak to the management on how the quarter has been. But there's lots of other stocks in focus. Jayaprakash Associates is seeing a downtick as Care Ratings has downgraded the bank facilities to Care D, which is a default rating. The long-term bank facilities have been revised, and they believe that the management is weak when it comes to cash flow management. Meantime, in the aviation space, check in on SpiceJet. It's in talks for commercial agreement with Qatar Air, but let's cut across to the Biocon management.
For FY16, I am pleased to announce that the Biocon group has had a very strong first quarter. We have seen a 15% surge in revenues to 857 crores. Our net profit has surged 23% from 103 to 126 crores. Our net profit margins have also improved from 14 to 15%. EBITDA has increased from 191 crores last fiscal to 236 crores this fiscal. EBITDA margins have also jumped from 26 to 28%. R&D expenses have also increased from 31 to 50 crores at a net level. At a gross level, it's much higher. We spent 93 crores of R&D expenses this quarter, and from 63 crores, which is a jump of 47%. Now, as you can see, we've therefore delivered a strong set of numbers despite increased R&D spends and other aspects of our business. Having said that, I'd also like to mention that this quarter did see a one-time effect of a capacity reservation fee that was basically concluded with Merck Cubist for our fidaxomicin, and this particular capacity reservation fee absolved Merck from this capacity reservation obligation in the future. But having said that, they have renewed the contract for fidaxomicin for an additional 7 years, and they've also freed up and allowed us to utilize the dedicated facility for our own product needs. And I think therefore this has been a very important agreement with Merck, which has not only realized a one-time fee, but it also adds capacity for some of our other product needs. And at the same time, we have actually entered into an additional 7-year contract for fidaxomicin. So I think overall, I think this has been a very important, event for Biocon this quarter. And this one-time fee that we received from Merck also basically buoyed up our margins this quarter. And apart from that, we've also seen some good licensing revenue coming in from licensing our biosimilars in key emerging markets, largely on account of trastuzumab licensing, which again is a very, very important asset for us. Our biopharmaceuticals business, therefore, if you exclude the one-time fee that we got from Merck, did see a relatively flat performance in terms of product and licensing. But having said that, I must also mention here that we have taken a planned shutdown this quarter, which for 45 days, which of course impacted product sales. But having said that, we are now back and resumed operations, and therefore you should see improved, product sales in the coming quarters. We have mitigated partly this shutdown through contract manufacturing, but what we do expect in the coming quarters is to see a stronger growth in product sales. Licensing continues to be a very, very attractive and continued revenue stream for us. I would also like to say that our biosimilars are really beginning to drive growth and profitability for the company. We saw 2 very successful launches of insulin glargine in Colombia and Mexico, and we expect glargine again to be a good growth driver in the future. Emerging markets are becoming very important for Biocon. We are seeing a very strong uptake of our biosimilars through various licensing arrangements, and we can see these...
Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, there you have it. The management talking about how it's been a pretty stellar quarter as Biocon has managed to beat street estimates fairly comfortably. She's talking about some new launches that have happened in terms of drugs and how their 5 programs in the phase 3 clinical development for biosimilars has taken place. The stock is clearly holding out in the green at 472. We will be interacting with the management as well on a one-on-one basis to garner more details as to what the quarters ahead could look like. But in the meantime, let's keep it with the markets and bring on board our top technical experts. We have Sandeep Wagle as well as Prakash Gaba.